Hey there, I'm Daisy Whitney, and this is the New Media Minute presented by NAPI. This episode is sponsored by Digital Smiths, and you can learn all about that company's advanced digital media tools at digitalsmiths.com. So I recently had the chance to catch up with Raj Amin. He is the CEO of HealthiNation, which is a health-centric digital network that's evolving into more of a lifestyle network as well. His company has done a great job winning advertisers, so I asked him about the metrics that matter to advertisers, how they're becoming more sophisticated, and what the keys are to success in winning brand support in online video, and here's what he had to say.
I think what we're seeing is advertisers are looking for metrics around engagement rather than just views. So what we saw a couple years ago is how many impressions can you give us? Give me multiple millions of impressions. Now we're seeing how much time can you give us? What's the completion rate, that you're seeing on a long form asset, for instance? It's not just how many starts you got, but how many completes. So I think that's the big difference between now and a couple years ago. We found some really interesting data when we compared our results to the results of a tube mogul study that was done of the top 100 tube mogul campaigns. And really what it looked at was of creative that is between 30 seconds and a minute 30, what were the completion rates of that content versus our content, and what were the completion rates of content above a minute and 30. Because what we're seeing is a trend towards longer format assets from branded advertisers. So what we found was in our environment where we actually play HealthiNation content first, before we present the advertiser, our completion rates are above 60%, which is about 2x what the results were for the top 100 campaigns. In situations where the creative was actually above 130 in length, our completion rates were above 70%. Which is about 3 times what the industry averages were in that area. I attribute it to the fact that there's greater qualification and I think greater attention given from the consumer to the brand if you present qualified content to the consumer first. So by giving them content first in the experience, they sit up, they pay attention, they're ready to receive the message. We hand them neatly to the brand so that the brand can deliver their message to a qualified consumer.
So there you go. Friend me up on Facebook or follow me on Twitter.